Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Charles Gene, the Global Business Consultant, and let me take this opportunity and honor to welcoming you for this meeting of AKIM Leadership Team. This is to brief you on our current development and expansion program on our new offshore manufacturing plant in Vietnam. Why Vietnam? I know you're asking yourself. The board of directors had an aggressive global business expansion and marketing program in Asia countries. Especially, we were interested in countries with cheap labor, good tax incentives, investor-friendly regulatory environment, political stability, and proximity to global supply chains, and don't forget a safe exit when the company want to exit from that local investment. For your records, ladies and gentlemen, emerging economies have significantly higher rate of growth than mature economies like India and China. Those two, among other countries in Asia, require extensive paperwork and bureaucratic approval, even requiring local partners for any new foreign business venture. Since Vietnam joined the World Trade Organization in 2007, foreign investment in that country has exceeded investment of our neighboring countries such as Indonesia, Philippines, the islands all combined together. The growth of foreign investment accelerated in the REID from 2015 when the scenic economic community came into effect, transforming the 10-country bloc, including Vietnam, into a single market and a production base. The government of Vietnam encourages foreign manufacturers with incentive through special zones featuring lower corporate income tax rates, and limited deductions tax exceptions. Foreign investors in Vietnam also benefit from favorable tax rates on corporate income at 22%. Furthermore, there is a lower operational and labor cost and a more investor-friendly regulatory environment. Wages are at the lower end of the spectrum across Asia's manufacturing hub, at nearly half of those of China, and amazingly less than half when adjusted for mandatory social insurance contributions. Some of the risks associated with offshore manufacturing and foreign direct investment are mostly government tariffs, subsidies, currency control, government requirements, and administrative policies, which Vietnam governments are investor-friendly. Vietnam is attracting both companies with history in China and those fresh in Asia. It is what they call China Plus One strategy to maintain a production farm in China and an operation in another Asian country to spread out risk in case of supply chain disruptions. In China, partially as a result of one-child policy, the supply of young workers is dwindling. Pay is climbing up fast and wages in private sector is increasingly as potential candidates are not willing as earlier generation used to work in factory jobs. Vietnam surpasses all factors that influence a company's decision to invest in a foreign country with a favorable cost, logistics, abundant market share, natural resources, and it will not limit the influence of technology transfer, business processes, and training of our own workshop, so that AKIM staff will be competent with American culture of doing business. They are eagerly looking forward to getting more Americans, but manufacturers must expect to invest in education and training its staff, hence they have favorable incentives. Vietnam government is investing heavily in technology, and electronic commerce and internet have fundamentally improved and giving connectivity and opportunity in pool model of supply chain and aligning accordingly with all stakeholders. Other related supporting industries are banks, insurance companies, suppliers and ideal roadwork, railway and proximity to port. With abundant supply of raw materials, history has repeatedly proved as AKIM, our absolute advantage is our specialization, which will lead us to an undisputed comparative advantage and increase global production, which means better living standard for everyone. Our business core competencies. Thank you.